Here is part 2 of my NBA playoffs first round matchups. If you haven't seen the first part, make sure to check it out after you watch this one. Let's start with the rematch of last year's Eastern Conference Finals. The number 1 team in the league, the Boston Celtics, versus the Miami Heat, who survived the play-in tournament, and as a reward, they get to play the Celtics. That's not much of a reward, but if history has taught us anything, is that it's not impossible for them to pull off the upset. Do I think it's gonna happen? Hell no. If the Heat can pull off a back-to-back 8-seed upset in the first round, I will buy a Tyler Hero jersey and wear it forever. Alright, maybe not forever, but I'll still probably get the jersey. Without playoff Jimmy Butler, who will miss the rest of the season with a sprained MCL, Miami will be lucky to win one game. The Celtics are just too good everywhere and have a deep roster that even if Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown were to miss time, I would still pick them to win. Every player in Boston's starting lineup has missed some time, and they still won more games than any other team in the league. This team can do it all, and if I were to point out a weakness, it's exactly that. They can do so much that they get complacent, and you can sense that they feel shots will eventually start falling. It's almost as if they are entitled. This is the one thing that continuously kept hurting them during the regular season. Besides that, when they are locked in and disciplined, the Celtics are a well-oiled machine. It's going to take a complete meltdown for them to lose in the first round. The Heat will not go down without a fight, and Boston knows it. So I expect the Celtics to not mess around with this one and send them home early. Get your brooms ready because Boston will get the sweep 4-0. The Philadelphia 76ers beat the Miami Heat in a close game to earn the 7th seed and the spot to play the New York Knicks. First things first, Joel Embiid is playing at way less than 100%, and to anyone watching, it's obvious that Embiid has not been okay since coming back from a torn meniscus injury he suffered in January. Saying that, I don't know how he's going to play against the grinding, in-your-face style of the Knicks. New York fans must be ecstatic with this matchup. The Knicks are a good team, even when missing Julius Randle. They play to what works for them, and finished as the 2nd seed in the East as proof. And Embiid is barely able to play for Philly. It's going to come down to Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Brunson. The Knicks are going to go out of their way to make Embiid as uncomfortable as possible. Maxey and the rest of that crew will have to pick up the slack, but they are going to have to drag Embiid along with them. They have to play him. I mean, how could you not? It's one of those difficult situations where you're screwed if you do, and you're super screwed if you don't. On the opposite end, Jalen Brunson is that guy, and the Knicks have been playing and thriving with him leading the way. Are they better with Randle? Yes, yet they are very competitive without him. They are a top 10 team on both offense and defense. They allowed the 3rd least amount of second chance points and are top 10 protecting the paint. This is a good team, and with Philly needing Embiid to be exceptional, the Knicks are going to make the best of this opportunity. Knicks in 6, 4-2. Time for the Western Conference. The Oklahoma City Thunder versus the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans made it out of the play-in tournament and drew perhaps the most convenient option. That's not to say the Thunder will be easier, but it appears to be a more winnable matchup than the NBA champs. The Pelicans have a more experienced roster that could keep up with Oklahoma. That and good rebounding could be the way for New Orleans to beat OKC. But without Zion Williamson, who is out for the foreseeable future with a hamstring strain, it's gonna be tough. The Thunder are top 5 in both offense and defense. When that happens, it usually leads to an NBA title. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and this Thunder squad, the 2nd youngest team in the league, are so dangerously good that I picked OKC to make it to the conference finals, and I like their chances if they meet Denver. New Orleans defense will have a hard time covering the constant drives and kickouts of the Thunder. They are relentless at driving to the hoop, and once you start adjusting, they find wide open threes. For as young as this team is, they don't settle for bad shots. On the other side of the court, their squad is fully interchangeable in matchups. There are no easy pickings. Whoever gets the ball is getting hounded. And if you try to force a switch, you are just bringing two very able defenders around you. They snipe the passing lanes and block shots left and right. They play beautiful basketball. And if you haven't been watching, I highly recommend tuning in. OKC 4-0. The Los Angeles Lakers beat the Los Angeles. My name is Angel and I struggle to say this word. Los Angeles Lakers. Jesus. They beat the New Orleans Pelicans in the Playin Tournament for the 7th seed. They are playing the NBA champions Denver Nuggets in another rematch of last year's conference finals. This time it's on the west side. The Lakers have lost the last 8 games against Denver. They have to win at some point, right? What better time to start winning than in the playoffs? Before the season started, Anthony Davis had this to say about the Nuggets.
But it was just a lot of like the talking and all the Lakers. That like, it was just so much of that going on. Like, all right, we get it, y'all won. But I think me and Brian had some conversations like we can't wait.
You guys didn't do much in the regular season, so you better bring something else or score 40 every game, because otherwise the Lakers are getting swept again. The Nuggets are so far ahead in this matchup that it would be bizarre to see the Lakers winning this series. Denver outscored LA by 15.5 points per 100 possessions this season. Jamal Murray is just coming back from dealing with knee and leg inflammation, so there might be a chance. It's very slim, but if Murray misses a game or two, the Lakers need to take advantage. Long gone are the days of LeBron dominating with his scoring. This is now AD's responsibility, and if he can't will himself to be spectacular, the Lakers are going to the Bahamas early this year. Even with AD being special, it's going to be incredibly hard for them to win. But if he isn't, they have no chance. Nikola Jokic is likely winning his 3rd MVP, and there's no real way to stop him. He is going to do whatever he wants to do. And I'm not one to count LeBron James out, but this time around, I just don't see a way. Denver is the favorite for a reason. Still, I'm feeling generous. Denver 4-1. Let us know which matchup you think is going to be the most fun of the first round. Like and subscribe for more NBA content, and I'll see you on the next one.